Shockwaves have hit the bass fishing world. IGFA has split the largemouth bass record. What exactly happened? IGFA has announced the division of the largemouth bass record into two categories, largemouth bass and Florida bass. This decision has caused a major stir among anglers. Currently, the world record for largemouth bass in the all-tackle category is a tie between Manabu Kurita's 10.12 kg catch from Lake Biwa, Japan on July 2, 2009, and George W. Perry's 10.09 kg catch from Montgomery Lake, USA on June 2, 1932. The reason for this tie is due to the discrepancy between kilogram and lb calculations. When expressed in lbs, both are 22 pounds 4 ounces. The world record for bass has been so valuable that multi-million-dollar rewards have been offered in the past, and even now, research is being conducted at state research institutions in Florida to artificially create the world's largest bass. It's clear that there's a high level of attention on the world record for bass. The background to this category division is the recent advancement in genetic research. Research has strengthened the view that largemouth bass and Florida bass are separate species. The number of bass species was probably around 9 or 10 a decade ago. And now, it's estimated to be around 14 or more, possibly up to 18 species. Largemouth bass, as the name suggests, are characterized by their large mouths. Their body side patterns vary by region. They inhabit a wide range, mainly in North America. Florida bass are characterized by their tendency to grow larger than largemouth bass. Their body side patterns also differ from largemouth bass. They are mainly found in the southern region, particularly the Florida Peninsula. However, in areas where largemouth bass and Florida bass coexist, there are also hybrid types, making clear distinction by appearance alone difficult. With this category division, world records will now be recognized for largemouth bass and Florida bass separately. This has raised the possibility that Manabu Kurita's 2009 catch from Lake Biwa, Japan, could be recognized as the world record Florida bass. While it's difficult to distinguish largemouth bass and Florida bass by appearance, they can be differentiated by the number of scales and pattern differences. However, accurate identification requires genetic testing. The easiest way to distinguish them is by the number of scales on the fish's lateral line. Northern bass have 59-65 scales, while Florida bass have 69-73 scales. Kurita's cod bass is now a taxidermied specimen at Yamaha headquarters in the USA. When the research team counted the lateral line scales along with tissue sampling, it was 73-74 scales. Even with some error, Kurita's fish was highly likely to be a Florida bass, and was later confirmed by genetic testing. Florida bass are characterized by a more powerful pull than largemouth bass. On the other hand, largemouth bass require more technical fishing skills. There are various opinions, both for and against, regarding this category division among anglers. It's important to note that state fish and wildlife agencies in the U.S. may have different responses to IGFA's decision. Future developments will be closely watched. This IGFA's category division may bring a new wind to the bass fishing world. There's anticipation for new record challenges and the future of bass fishing. By the way, if you catch a record class bass, it's recommended to record all scenes from the catch to the weighing on video. It will be helpful for IGFA certification. Also, please note that only applicants for the world record bass are subject to lie detector tests, so honesty is strongly advised. Now, it's your turn to have a world record fish on your rod. Let's all go fishing.